So this is the last in this mini series, the little series on mini quick magician as your secondary planet, secret superpower. Okay. So what we're looking at here is the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. So let's do that. Let's isolate the Ten of Pentacles. Not permanently. Don't worry. Don't panic. The Ten of Pentacles is Virgo's magician, and it runs from the 12th of September to the 22nd of September. Okay, so if you're born on the 12th of September or the 11th of September, oh gosh, September the 11th, there we go, you're born on this cusp here. So you go from the Nine of Pentacles, which is the Empress. So let's bring that in there. That's how we know that that's the Empress. I'll get rid of these for now. You go from the Empress to the Magician, because your secondary planet changes from Venus, as we can see down here. I hope you can. It goes from Venus to Mercury. Then that's the difference between the 9 and the 10 of Pentacles. And we might as well just carry this on here. And if you were born on this edge of the 10 of Pentacles, on the 22nd of September, you start linking into the High Priestess. But you're on the cusp here of going from Earth to Air, because this is, you're coming into Libra season here from Hermit season. So what are you doing as the Hermit? You've done 3 decades of hermiting, and you're ready to unleash Aquarius onto the world and bring some justice. I hope that makes sense. So you're going from Virgo to Libra. So the transition here is, let's take these two away for the moment. So the King of Pentacles starts off the decan before in Leo and runs there to there. So it straddles those. But the third decan of Pisces, sorry, I've got that wrong. It goes there to there. My mistake, I'm sorry about that. A bit like, let's just check that. It's that way around, isn't it? I'm sorry, my mistake. No, it's not, it is that way around. Shut up, Edward. Because you're the third decan Pisces, you're coming out of the King of Pentacles, and so you've got to deal with a lot more air energy. So if you look at this, it's a little bit like Taurus's 5 of Pentacles dealing with a pullback. Again, if you look at this as a stock market, the 9 of Pentacles up to the 10 of Pentacles are lovely up until halfway, but then it's the only magician that has to deal with going from the 10 back down to the next cycle. So is this a big crash here and you've got to pull yourself up? Or how are you going to manage this 10 to the 2? Because the aces aren't assigned. So it's almost like somebody who's doing really well at a job, you know, in paid employment, but decides to go off and set up their own company. So you're coming from the Empress energy, the Magician, to the High Priestess, about sort of forecasting your own business model type of thing. So you don't quite know what you're doing because you're blindfolded. You're all tooled up and ready to go because of the experience you've got here and the whole Pentacles thing, but you're doing it in a new element. So this is almost, I mean, I don't know anything about this, but it would suggest to me that there might be an awful lot of entrepreneurs on this cusp here. I don't know the name of the cusp, but you're going from the King of Pentacles, from this big abundance here, to somebody who cuts off anything, any, you know, you go from sort of like maybe a sort of a slightly sort of fat, slightly, well, not the most efficient company there. If you look at them, he's quite sort of a well-fed man, the King of Pentacles, to thinking, right, well, I want to cut the fat off, and I want to get very, I want a lean startup company. I mean, that's what that sort of suggests here. And so you come out of this sort of hermit energy there and into some justice. So you sort of balance it out for yourself. But you've done an awful lot of introspection here. So, I mean, it would be interesting to see how many startup companies are launched by people on this cusp here. I'll find, when I go into these a bit more depth, I'll find out what this cusp is called, because all these big cusps they do have names. But so you've got the safety of Pentacles to Pentacles here, but you've got to look for you got to jump the ravine here, and it goes from 10 to 2, so that's quite a shock. It must be. And in mine, I go from cups, but it's the 7 of cups to the 8 of wands, so you've got an ascendant there. This is the only magician that has to deal with the 10 to the 2 drop. So if you can negotiate that, that is your superpower. But there again, it might just be as simple as cutting off the fat of the King of Pentacles down to the leanness of the Queen of Swords there. That might be as far as it gets. But a bit like the 5 of Pentacles, it's dealing with the security of the 5 of Wands there, getting down to, that's almost like a pullback in the stock market, but you come back up to the 6 of Pentacles here. So when you're negotiating these energies, and when you sort of learned about the energies and to inhabit the energies, and what they're not just cards, they represent an energy and feelings, and what you actually have to sludge through, which sludge you have to wade through. The 10 of Pentacles is a fantastic card. It's the card that everybody wants, isn't it? So you might have to deal with an awful lot of jealousy as a 10 of Pentacles. The 3rd decan Virgo. Who knows? Can you deal with jealousy? Or do you cut people off? Do you think, okay, I don't like your jealousy, thank you very much. Or do you sort of lap it up a little bit? You think, well, I'll play around with that one. How do you deal with jealousy? But there's a very, very spiritual card, because again, it is the Pentacles thing, which is the Earth thing. Taurus has got a Hierophant magician. You've got a Hermit magician. Huge. I mean, that is so beautifully spiritual. Sagittarius has got a Temperance magician. Aquarius has got a Star magician. And Cancer has got a Chariot magician within this card. All of them lovely different variations on what the magician is. And again, I'm not saying that the magician is bigger than anything else, because I'll do another series on the Empress, which is the 9 of Pentacles secret superpower. Well, the 2 of Swords secret power is the High Priestess. Well, you can see that, because if this woman is blindfolded, then she needs to be able to see, and that's why the High Priestess kicks in. You see what I mean? She even, let's pull this up. She even looks like the same person there. Yeah? Different outfit, but she's still got the moon is either above her or below her. Yeah? That's the beauty of those two cards there. Different stages of the same props, really. So this is just a little flavour of what I hope to put into some slightly longer things, going a little bit more in depth to the energies of these cards. But I've been mislabeled as a bit of a pompous Sagittarius magician. I'm not. Please don't misdiagnose my enthusiasm, my fire enthusiasm for excitement about exploring this. Because if you think about it, there's one water magician, one cup magician, which is Cancer. They've got all the powers of that. Pentacles has got 2 magicians, Taurus and Virgo. Swords has got the 6 of Swords, which is the air magician. Sagittarius has got the fire magician, so you might expect the fire magician to get a bit more excited about stuff, because of fire magician, here I am, and I'm not keeping it to myself, I'm sharing it. So you've got to have a certain exuberance to sort of want to share stuff. Overshare. TMI says, you're oversharing again. Well, don't watch it if you don't like it. I'm just trying to help other people navigate a bit more tarot and actually know whereabouts they're born. on this sort of thing. Okay, I hope that was interesting and helpful. Take good care.